Hot Toys Dark Trooper. In my opinion, this figure has seemed like the figure announcement that has left the community the most bifurcated that I have seen of any Hot Toys announcement. It seems like people either need this figure or immediately pass on it. Let's talk about it. Hot or cold, invest analysis, this is Economist. Let's jump right into it. What is going to welcome to a video? This is Six Economist, and today's video we're taking a look at the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Dark Trooper from The Mandalorian Season 2. As always, first we're going to talk about this figure from a collection perspective, and then we're going to talk about it from an investor perspective. Obviously, there are going to be spoilers in this if you have not lived on planet Earth and finished Mandalorian Season 2 yet. There are things that will be spoiled. So jumping right into it, from a collector perspective, I'm on the side of the fence that I don't really need this figure. When we saw them in the show, I was like, wow, those are really cool. But the first thing I thought when I saw those was, I don't think I need those in my collection. It's definitely a nice piece. You know, it's a cool piece. You're going to be able to get some really, really sick dioramas. You know, if you get maybe two of these guys, displaying with Mando, displaying with Luke, like it's definitely going to make for a cool collection. I'm very excited to see pictures of people having their collection, but it's not one that I feel like I need. I think I have enough like antagonists that I can have in a Mandalorian display to display them properly. I can display my Mandalorian with Luke, with Baby Yoda, with Grand Moff, with Moff Gideon, with Stormtroopers, Remnant Troopers, Incinerator Troopers. Like, there's a lot of things that I can get in the Mandalorian display. I don't feel like I need this one. It's definitely a really cool part of the show. But it's not one that I totally love. Obviously, we've already talked about this in separate video. The tease of the Luke, the tease of the Beskar Mando with the Beskar Spear. But we're here focusing on the Dark Trooper. It's going to be interesting to see what this guy is going to be made of. Obviously, it's not going to be die-cast, because if it was die-cast, one, it would have been priced way more, and two, you would actually, they always say in the description if the piece is die-cast. It would have been interesting to see this guy die-cast. You know, price it at $350 and make it die-cast. Maybe you get some more people interested. You probably lose some people as well. But at the end of the day, it's not like a figure that really like resonates with me. Obviously, this one wasn't around when we were kids. This is the first time we've ever seen it. Taking a look at everything that he comes with. You're paying for a big figure. That's basically what you're paying for. You're not getting a whole lot of accessories. You get a really, you get a badass gun, and you get a couple of hands, and you get a basic display base. And other than that, you're paying for a really big figure. And that's where the price point comes from. From an investment perspective, I would say the things that this one has going for it. One, super duper unique. And then two, the thing that a lot of these figures, basically every single figure that is not popular demanded is always going to have this thing going for it, is that it's probably going to be one that's likely undersupplied. It's tough to get a gauge on how many people in the market, in the community are actually going to be picking up this figure. So it's going to come down. This is another one that's probably going to come down to another waitlist warning if you're on the fence. I'm not going to be getting this figure. So I'm not too concerned about it. From an investor perspective, it also starts at a relatively high retail price. So, on a percentage basis, like that's one, it might hurt you a little bit. It's nothing crazy. It's not like it's like a 282 or 313 retail price figure. But from an investor perspective, like, it's a unique figure that could have low supply. I would say that it's not going to be one that's like super outright demanded unless it gets the market hype of like everybody gets FOMO as soon as it gets released. But it's not one that I'm super crazy about. I think there's better options out there. I think there's better ones that balance the collector perspective and investor perspective that I don't really have to think twice about this. And I'm not going to lose sleep if I, wake up a month after this guy sells out and he's, $400 in the secondary market. I won't lose any sleep over that. I would have allocated that money to other Star Wars figures that are probably going to be performing similar in the secondary market. So it won't be one that I'll be too concerned about. But as always, these are just my thoughts. Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you guys scooping this Dark Trooper? Do you guys think I'm making a mistake not picking up this Dark Trooper? I don't know. I think that I'm making the right decision. I don't think I need this figure. I'd definitely be getting the Luke. I'll definitely be getting the Beskar Mando, the Beskar Spear. But the Dark Trooper, I think it'll be a pass for me. I'm going to get out of here. See you in the comments. Buy the dip. Sell the rip. This is the way. We will see you in the next video.